Hello. Welcome to the Let's Get High and Read the Bible podcast. Our rhetorical goal is to create long-form, in-depth, and honest conversations through the reading of the biblical texts. We respect many different beliefs and religious practices and try our best not to be dicks. Today on the podcast, Leif and Jeff read Proverbs 21 and discuss the importance of relationships, wisdom, and applications of the Proverbs for life today. Also, Leif gets high as fuck, so there's some alien talk in there too. Bring bong, bring Bible, and allow the cleansing, redemptive fire of the Lord to fill your heart and lungs as we worship today.
Doing good?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, what? How about, I didn't post some crazy shit yesterday.
What crazy shit?
What?
You didn't post any crazy shit?
I believe that was your wife.
Oh, no, this week has been, like, you should look behind me. Look at the apartment. It's not even, well, I guess it looks kind of clean. It's like everything's destroyed. Everything's upside down. Everything's...
Are you living in an upside down world?
Dude, well, yeah, I guess I wore the right shirt for that, huh? But yeah, dude, like, actually, it's so crazy. I'm going to have to edit it out, but I'll just tell you all. And then we'll edit back in when you're like, oh my God.
Dude, I know. It all sucks. All that shit sucks.
Like, it sucks. Are we going back into the podcast now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, ready?
Okay,
Ready, go.
yeah,
And, dude, all that shit sucks. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that, your shit, obviously, all that stuff sucks. The part that doesn't suck is you have an awesome partner to go through it with.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
like when that partnership shit goes sideways, that
sucks.
That's like foundationally shaking.
Yeah.
That's like earthquake shit. You know?
I expect life to kind of keep kicking me in the nuts. It's just on brand for.
That's what it's done.
Yes.
It's on brand. It's exactly right. It's like you wouldn't want them changing it up now.
Yeah, it's
you're
like,
used to it. They got calluses and shit. Yeah, no. But that's why, man. I don't know. I don't do relationships are work.
One time you told me some really cool advice. You gave me good advice, and it was relationships are like you'll be the judge of this?
I'll be the judge. That was a bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah, over time, let's see if this holds true.
Right,
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Relationships are like a garden, and if you want them to keep growing, you got to tend to them regularly.
Fucking fuck, yeah, because like every
good ready
it's not
shit,
like
huh?
every yeah, that's good. I said that.
Yeah.
That guy's a smart dude. Relationships are like a cookie. If you eat them in bed, it's gonna get shit everywhere. He don't know what he talking about. Like every weekend, every weekend you got to put eyeballs on that shit and fucking, you go a month without tending it, all of a sudden there's weeds.
I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. And it's, I don't know.
I don't know shit.
Well, yeah.
I know how to French press though.
Dude, you have a French press too? Are we both French pressing it right now?
The problem with these fucking things is like I'm nowhere near the sink and it spills when you fucking pour it.
Yeah.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Does yours?
Yeah, because we have a cheap one. You have to buy like the nice ones.
I gotta find a towel. I'll be there. God, a few of those. Blah 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 blah. Never mind. Can you hear that ding when it happens?
Mm-mm.
Good. Okay. Hurts my ears.
Yeah. Oh man, are you have more? You want to go in the podcast? Or you want to do more?
What a fucking good podcast.
Oh, dude, look at this. Magic Medicine Marijuana's got these fucking new cigarettes. They're filtered cigarettes.
It's dumb.
It's so great. I've almost smoked this. I've almost smoked this whole pack. I love them.
Filter the joints, man. That's the good shit.
Because if you smoke 15 of them, it kind of like keeps it from being harsh. Interesting though. I'm not a weed scientist like you, so maybe it's a
Yeah,
Maybe you're like the
That's what I
terpenes
am.
don't get through.
You know what? You're
Dude,
purity.
how long? You've grown weed since you grew weed the entire time I knew you. For how many years?
Well, I started in 2005. And I stopped in my last crop. And that was yeah. And then I stopped in like 2000. I think I killed the rest of I didn't, I think I stopped tending my garden in 2019 or 20.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, these things are big. I got two, and I got a
Nice.
mug.
Yeah, you do. You
And
got a sweet mug.
For the people in the Los Angeles area, they now deliver. So, I found this website that I wonder. I read a little bit more of Enoch. I guess this is where I should start that sentence. I read through it the other day. Oh, your mic went away.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. It was kind of a bummer.
Enoch was a bummer?
The rest of it.
Okay, so we're fucking shit canning.
I mean, I'm into it. If you are, I'm going to send you this right now and we can talk about it. But I found this, and it took me fucking months to find this website. But there's this really cool website where it allows you to send anyway. There we go. It allows you to see the Gospels side by side. And you can like scroll up and down on them.
Don't get me started.
Dude, it's so cool because it's a lot of page turning otherwise. So you can like just, it will have like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And then it will show all the different, like the temptation of Christ, the crucifixion of Christ. Like it'll show all the different sections. And so you can kind of like compare them much more easily.
That's cool.
I don't know if we just read a proverb or go into that because we could start that next week.
Okay, you tell me.
It's
bitch.
just up to your vibe. Oh, I was gonna follow your vibe. Did it come through?
I like which did what?
I just sent you the website. I guess if it comes through.
Oh god. Did you text
goddamn.
him or email?
Emailed. It kind of works
did not
best on the computer.
Oh, there it is. Synoptic. Oh, look at that fucking cocksucker.
Isn't it, dude? I was like,
Jesus Christ, dude. Key change.
oh, you know what else we need to get you?
What?
We need to get you one of these mics.
Do we?
Yeah, because your mic is a little. It sounds cool, but it's not as clear. You know what I'm saying? So I pump you up a bunch in the audio.
And then I blast you when I go.
No, that's perfect. But it's like muffled more. My voice is like clearer than yours in the audio.
This fucking blows, dude.
It's dumb.
You wait 700 episodes to tell me this?
Well, it's just how about it took me that long to figure it out.
Why can't I make it sound good? It's the input.
Yeah. Martin Favier, where are you?
Well, this one was Gall told me to get this one because it's like a cheap, like road one. It's good for the
Yeah.
radio.
I mean, it does sound pretty good, but it's just
Whatever,
like
dude. Don't-
balancing
don't-
them out.
don't.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
don't.
trying.
Don't.
I'm trying.
Don't.
We should get you on.
Go indica, baby.
Yeah. These
Okay,
are.
let's do a proverb.
Oh, you want to do Proverbs 21?
I don't care which one.
That's 20. It's the 21st day of the month. Let's. I like this
Oh.
Proverbs 21 vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what translation you're reading in?
I think it's the Pig Latin.
The Joe Obama.
I am KJV.
King James Version.
I'm a GSM. Give me some money.
BDE.
Give me some money.
BDE.
We were talking about. Oh, I was watching. The last season of not the Bible people. The last season of Better Call Saul just showed up on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Stumpy Joe.
Which one's he? I can't remember right now.
What?
Stumpy Joe?
Yeah, he's the first drummer from Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Better Call Saul. I was trying to think of a character named Stumpy Joe on that show.
So Better Call Saul, Stumpy Joe is in Better Call Saul. The actor.
Yeah.
Ed Begley Jr.
That's cool.
And I'm like, hey, sweetie, you know who that is? She's like, guess how much I give a shit, dude? Can we fucking watch the show? I don't care about this stupid YouTube video of dude in a fucking monkey suit from the 60s. I don't care. Can we just watch the fucking TV show? And that was me tending my garden. Okay, let's get...
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is if you're annoying as shit while you're working on the garden, it doesn't help the garden.
It doesn't help the garden. No, the plants feel the vibe, you know. You got to be grateful.
Yeah.
Loving.
You gotta vibe with the plants and not just be your own asshole-ish dumb shit self.
Unfortunately, it seems. Yeah.
Okay, now you get the rest of the story. The Proverbs 21, King James version. Motherfucker. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whatsoever with the what?
Whithersoever. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Is that what that says? Oh,
I'm inverting.
Oh, there we go.
Jesus fuck. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh God.
That was Bezos doing this.
For real.
I want to figure out somewhere to put this. Do you love the Bible? Fuck off. No, I don't love the Bible. Oh, Jesus fucking. Fuck you.
We didn't even make it 2 verses.
Oh, my God. Jesus. I'm on fire. Help. It's on fire. It's on fire.
Like,
oh, my God.
Blasphemy.
Oh, my God. What are you talking about?
I know exactly what's happening with the app right now. I'm so sorry. They're like,
no,
do you want to start?
It's my iPad. It's my iPad. Because I've got an iPad. Me. Good night, folks.
That's the show for this week.
And scene.
Good Lord.
Randall, I'm really sorry. You notice I'm not in the same place I normally am.
Yeah.
Because nobody's here today. It's the first time somebody went into the office and somebody went to fucking school in 17 weeks. I'm like, I'm doing it out here. Okay.
You're like not wearing pants.
I have no pants on. I don't even have underwear on. Like, watch this. You know what's going on right there?
Yeah, can you hear?
Morton Hardy.
The helicopter.
Mort and Hardy.
I know we're still not in the Bible, but can I tell you something I learned?
Yeah.
Mark, or what his real name is, Dan McClellan, our favorite scholar guy.
Brian.
Yeah, he launched his podcast.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's so good. It's really Bible nerdy. And I thought his host sucked at first, his co-host, but he's actually fucking great. He's amazing. But they were talking about this verse. I'm going to read a book about it. They had this scholar on. She was amazing. I forgot her name right now. I feel bad. But there's this verse about Yahweh coming into this throne room, and that his robe filled the entire throne room. And they're talking about how that's been changed over the years, because at first that was his, essentially from the waist down, and from the knees up, it was his mid. It was his dick. So Yahweh's dick is massive.
Yahweh. Big Yahweh energy.
It's fucking so funny to me.
Dicks and balls.
Yeah, because I've heard these in worship songs and in sermons.
So not so much from here to here or from here to here. It's mostly just right right down in this region, right sort of billowing forth from there. All right. Proverbs 21.
Proverbs 21.
Get 2 lines into it.
I
Walketh.
know.
Oh, this is 19. Sorry, I fucked all this. I fucked this all up. I fucked it up. I got no timing. I got no timing.
It's okay. People know
Kick this ass. Kick this ass for a man. I'm not asking. I'm telling with this. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and the rivers of water he turneth it with hersoever. Whithersoever. Fucking fuck. He will. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts.
Yeah, dog.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
You got Flavor Flav over here.
I'm sorry. I am pretty high, so I was like, that's
You're into it?
I think, yeah, I love that one. Think about it. Like, okay. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
So you're supposed to judge people? Judging people is better than...
KJV is a little bad. Let me put it in the ESV, which is also bad. To do righteous and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So it's essentially like, sacrifice is an atoning for sin. You've done something wrong.
You like ESV?
It's pretty good, actually.
I'll put it on ESV. I don't care.
I like KJV because it's horrible. It's like the thous and whither, there, so fors, and all the weird words. But yeah, but right. So a sacrifice is like you've done the bad thing and now you need atonement. And he's saying, just don't do the bad thing. God's paying attention. Just don't do the bad thing, and then you won't need to sacrifice. I think that's kind of cool.
Maybe that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's how I'm vibing on it right then.
Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked are sin. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty.
Oh, shit.
Getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a snare of death. The violence of the wicked will sweep them away because they refuse to do what is just.
Damn. That seems like fucking scary times. No, it's not hitting you, huh? It's not hitting you at all.
You've read this before, dude.
Yeah, I still like it.
This is my jam. It's like you're singing the chorus. It's like, Dad, stop singing the chorus. I've never heard this song. It's so funny. You know what? For the first time, I totally understand Colt, my son. I'll be like, I want to play the song for you that I love, like some Beastie Boy shit or something. And I'll rap all the way through, and he's just like staring at me going, what are you fucking doing? Yes. Hey, who sings this song? Beastie Boys. Well, then let him sing it. Yeah. He yells at me like that. And then sometimes he'll slap me. And I'm like, that's unnecessary. That's crossing the line.
That's not fair.
Okay.
Thanks for not slapping me.
No, it'd be you slapping. Oh, wait. Yeah, it would be me slapping you. In this case, I'd be Cole.
Right.
And I would be slapping you.
I'd be having the ill communication.
What you want? What you want? Suckers write me checks, and then they bounce. Reach into my pocket for the fresh amounts. So it says,
the violence, number 7.
Number 7, like a pimp, I'm pimping, got a boat, eat shrimping, nothing wrong with my leg, just b-boy limping. Huh. I think that's my favorite one so far.
That's like Proverbs 21:7.
The violence of the wicked will sweep them away because they refuse to do what is just. The way of the guilty is crooked, but the conduct of the pure is upright. It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than in a house shared with a quarrelsome wife.
There's some goddamn wisdom for you.
The soul of the wicked desires evil. His neighbor finds no mercy in his eyes. When a scoffer is punished, the simple becomes wise. When a wise man is instructed, he gains knowledge. The righteous one observes the house of the wicked. He throws the wicked down to ruin. Whoever closes his ear to the cry of the poor will himself call out and not be answered. A gift in secret averts anger, and a concealed bribe, strong wrath.
What?
When justice is done, it is a joy to the righteous, but terror to the evildoers. One who wanders from the way of good sense will rest in the assembly of the dead.
Damn.
There's a tight one. One who wanders from the way of good sense will rest with the assembly of the dead.
Don't be a dumb shit.
You dummy. Whoever loves pleasure will be a poor man.
Damn it.
He who loves wine and oil will not be rich. What do you think the oil is? Like wine and massage, or like is that like a?
I mean, I'm not sure what it's in. It must be like a spice, I think, in this sense, because in the rest of like the Old Testament, it's always used for anointing, which is like, and they put oil over the fucking head of the priest as they swear him into office and shit like that.
Why is that going to make someone pleasurable?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. It must
wanders, be. Whoever loves, who wines and oils. The wicked is a ransom for the righteous, and the traitor for the upright. It is better to live in a desert land than with a quarrelsome and fretful woman.
Again, you just throw it in there.
Kind of like yeah, we got that one last time, pal. Come on, move on.
He does not like his wife.
No, he's like this guy's like another thing.
Been at the bowling alley every Wednesday for years, just trying to get away from her.
I can guarantee we haven't heard the last from that guy. Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. Whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life, righteousness, and honor. A wise man scales the city of the mighty and brings down the stronghold in which they trust. Whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. Scoffer is the name of the arrogant, haughty man who acts with arrogant pride. The desire of the sluggard kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. All day long he craves and craves, but the righteous gives and does not hold back. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he brings it with evil intent? A false witness will perish, but the word of a man who hears will endure. A wicked man puts on a bold face, but the upright gives thought to his ways. No wisdom, no understanding, no counsel can avail against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. And your wife's a bitch. That's like my wife, not my. That's what he said.
That's the synopsis of Proverbs 21.
Horrible. I don't know why you chose that one, Lee.
We're just trying to read the Word of God, man. You know, spread some knowledge.
No, don't shoot the messenger.
Right. I think it's really interesting, right there, that like even like the last verse is like, you know, kings have war horses and they make plans for battles, but the outcome. I'll even just read it. I was trying to paraphrase it. It sounds, the horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. It's like God controls everything. Even at what was the first verse? The king's heart is a stream of water in the hand of the Lord. All capital. He turns it wherever.
Where are you now? Oh, yeah.
That's one. So it's like, opens with it. God's like fucking controlling kings, and then it closes with God controlling their armies. Basically, it seems.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of these are like that.
That's why I was always so scared of him.
The Lord?
Yeah, God, You know what I'm saying? It's like with all this, everyone, with all this high tech, everyone, Alexa, and listening, compiling data, like dystopian fucking shit we're walking into. I've already kind of been living this way, like, because I thought God could see all my thoughts, And so,
You know what?
what? It's not.
He doesn't care.
It does seem to be that way. Yeah.
The mailman's here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Can you hear them?
Nope.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I think he can. I think it's a they. I don't think it's a he.
Totally. A backup.
I like the idea now of that thing, like whoever it is, the New Zealand, wherever they are or the South America, where like they're isolated tribes.
Oh, Sentinel Island. That one where they killed the missionary?
No, I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Wrong one.
But there are tribes that are unaware of the outside world, and the government keeps people out.
Right.
What's the difference between somebody doing that? Were we talking about the James Webb telescope?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that last time.
I love that thing. Yeah.
It's the craziest shit ever. Right?
Yeah, I follow it. It's like one of my hashtags.
Galaxies
Forever.
Like right fucking there. That we know, like everywhere, and endless. So just think about that. And I know we talk about this, but think about that. I want you.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Think about that for a second, right? I mean, like, okay, how many stars? How many stars in the Milky Way?
100 million.
I'm not asking you. Unless you know.
I think it's 100 million. 100,000 million.
100,000 million is a billion.
Okay. So right. I don't know. I didn't ever do math.
Where did you see that? How did you find that?
How
many stars in the Milky Way?
The Googe.
The Googe. Did you Googe it? Did you Googe it? I love that.
Googed it.
Just tell me. Why do you got to make me click on a bunch of stuff? Nobody cares. How many stars?
It's a billion. Wait.
Let's just choose a billion. I think there's probably more.
Wait a second.
Whatever.
Our own Milky Way is home to around 300 billion stars.
Oh, the answer is approximately 2 trillion.
What? These are vastly different numbers. Where was that from?
Oh no, this says there are approximately 2 trillion galaxies.
Oh my God!
In the universe.
Okay.
So let's just say God. So let's just say 2 trillion. Let's just use that number.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Times
so
a billion.
2 trillion galaxies.
And they all
not stars in the Milky Way. Galaxies. Okay. There's 2 trillion. It's so hard to even come up with a fucking parallel for that.
We're too dumb.
And we're
humans.
We're too small.
Yeah, we're so tiny. We don't even understand.
Tiny. Like I got this dog over here who's like this big. It's unfathomable.
Yeah.
How small we are.
I think so.
And so who gives a shit? Like seriously, like a god who's all knowing, like a really?
Well, I kind of like this because I watched a documentary last night.
2 trillion galaxies, and each galaxy has like, let's just call it a billion, just for giggles.
Yeah,
I can't
try to think.
My calculator, the calculator on my phone doesn't have enough spaces to tell us how many stars that is. a trillion times a billion. You know,
Yeah.
and each one of those stars, like, I'm saying no one cares.
And
I'm saying that nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I was as I was tripping on mushrooms the other day. I was like watching these insects outside, and I was thinking about their lifespan. You know, which is like a couple days, right? And like, and I was thinking about the comparison of size and our humans' lifespan. You know, and then I was thinking about how that Carl Sagan thing where the small blue dot, like he has that. And I was thinking about how tiny we were, and so it's like, what if we're just like, yeah, like a dust that came out from the God's child playing in a fucking.
Why do you gotta? Why does there have to be like? God.
I don't. You know what now?
Yeah.
I'm
We're
just
a speck
saying,
of
like,
dust. Yeah.
it just keeps going, and like, yeah, we call it 100-year lifespan and 13 billion years of galaxies, but really, it's like,
I like to. My favorite, is, you know, like mostly works with. Oh, I'll show you. I'll do it for you. I'll show you exactly. I think I'm being generous, but I think this is our lifespan. I'll show you. Hold on. Can't even see how fast they are until you get right up there. See that? All those bubbles?
yeah,
That's us.
bubbles, little effervescence, if you
That's
will.
our lifespan from the bottom to the top. That's that's my take on our. That's what I think our lifespan consists of.
It seems to be. I watched this documentary last night called "Moment of Contact." Have you heard of this?
Yeah, what is that? Is it like that dude? Is it that doctor guy?
No, it was it seemed, I don't know who made it. It was a little clunky as far as motion pictures go, documentaries go, but I just never heard of this case, and so it was, and they did a pretty good job of like laying it out. But in 1996 in Brazil, a fucking UFO crashed by a farm. Yeah, it was like 3 girls saw an alien and drew it, and like they go back and interview like all the military people who refuse. One of them even like says, "If you don't leave, I'll kill you right now." Like the guy that was there was a policeman that like touched an alien. He said, and they said it was like really oily, like and it smells like sulfur, like eggs, and whatever it was on his skin got in the police officer, and he ends up dying. So that family's trying to get like this weird. It was really intense, dude. And like the drawings of the alien, the 3 girls that saw it, all their shit's consistent. The government tried to pay them off. America took it. Like it's like really intense. Like it was straight up like. There's this lawyer who refuses to be on, I believe, or maybe he was a doctor, and his whole family. So it's like shooting them from the back. You just see the back of their head and their voices. Yeah, their voices are like that, right? And he's like, so this guy goes up to the crash and like finds like hurt aliens there, and then the military runs in and starts taking care of it, and then this doctor on the other side of town. He's like out in the foyer of his house where it's open, and a fucking red orb just comes over his house and sits there for 15 minutes, like spinning, and looked like it was scanning everything. His whole family is they're describing just like they stood there quietly for 15 minutes staring up at this red spinning mechanical fucking thing.
Moths to the flame.
Dude. And like all the new UFO shit, it's either AI has become sentient and like these UFOs flying around is like this fucking chat GPT basically just like doing God knows what, or yeah, these are fucking aliens.
Or it's just if the government's saying they're aliens, it's the government. Yeah, the government doesn't give you any, or not like our government, but the powers that be, like the people who are in charge, really in charge.
The fucking picture, the picture they draw of the alien though is like, it's like small, like black. It has these huge red eyes. seems to not have a mouth. It's like it smells like rotten eggs to the point where like for weeks they would smell it in their nose. They would put alcohol in their nose to try to get the smell out and couldn't.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not saying you know what? They had to come, like the technology had to come from somewhere for sure. Like I just think that if and maybe that's one that got through, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if they're saying now, like all the stuff you're seeing now, all the stuff they're showing you, that's sleight of hand. It's like, look over here.
Yeah.
Nothing up my sleeve, nothing in this hand. Look over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's, and I'm so, man, it's just getting,
It's weird.
It's getting more and more like, you remember when we were kids? Like, it's like the bubble is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Cause it's like, and again, like I heard this, I was watching one of those, you know, less than like,
Credible.
not less than credible,
Okay,
but like,
okay.
you know, but the tech of the, you know, like the tech was like, you know, 75% there of the, on the documentary. You know what I mean? Like it was pretty good. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It wasn't state of the art.
A little DIY.
But they're like, you know, look, this is the same thing we were talking about before where like, you know, in 1972, you could fly from New York to Paris in 6 hours.
Yes.
In 2023, you can fly. You know, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like the phone, the computer in this phone is bigger than any computer that was on the, is faster than any computer that we know of that was on the planet until when? The 80s? Right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Like it's but we can't, there's no thing with gravity. There's no like movement. It's like, it's all, the only way we can get from A to B is with a combustible engine. Really?
Dude, what
well,
if it,
okay, well, just let's.
What if this was like
This is not
aliens?
about the Bible, is it?
No, I think it is. I'll bring it back. So, like, you know, the Nephilim and all this shit. What if it really is as simple as like some aliens had they tied one on. They had like a bachelor party. They had a Vegas experience. Yeah.
And this is what's left.
Yeah. You know,
like soiled planet.
Dude, let's go fuck those monkeys. You know what I'm saying?
Those monkeys were so hot. Dude won't find out. He doesn't ever fucking check.
Consciousness explodes in us, and now we're dealing with like taxes and fucking like the
and
meaning
Jeff
of
Bezos.
life. Totally unequipped, biologically speaking, to have this knowledge.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love that. Dude, we should go check on him. No, we're not. Come on.
No, then they'll know.
Dude, Branson already did.
Listen, my wife's already suspicious, bro.
She won't shut up about it. She can smell them on you. I can't get the stink of those fucking monkeys off.
Yeah, they smell so clean. Does it smell like ammonia?
They smell like Downy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. I could go with that. I could go with that.
And it's so funny, too, because then, like, you could, like, zoom out. Because you get, like, the Crusades, too. You get, like, some of the most awful like, killing. And everyone using this religious structure to, like, enslave to gain power. And it was like the Hangover 3 for, like,
no, like... I got a demon in me. You mean you had semen in you?
Yeah. And dude, those little aliens look like demons.
Do they?
They're like black with red eyes, and they look, you know,
all the aliens look like, you know. But you know what? Maybe we should really start. I mean, we have this Bible that we read, but maybe we should start with like a. I don't want to call it a prayer necessarily, but like maybe every episode we should start with like a. Hey, we appreciate you people who not people, but like, you know, like whoever is keeping us in the dark, whoever did come here and have the the orgy party for their bachelorette thing. You know, we appreciate that. If you
we're gonna start sucking alien dick, is what you mean? We got John Cena this shit.
You know what? I am not opposed. I am not like. I don't mind having a conversation with someone who might be there if it's going to really get me somewhere if they are there. Like the whole God thing, I think they're like, would you stop calling us that?
Yeah, because like what's outside, it's really hard for me because, again, I grew up in such a conspiracy theory household that I try to be objective. But this alien shit is out of control. Like, there's like constantly new high res videos of shit that like, yep, this is authenticated. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck are they doing here?
Did you see the one
spin around?
Yeah, the most recent one.
Yeah,
like, just to go zooming by that private. Yep. It's like, you like, slow down. Like, yeah, that thing's going like butt first, right?
Yeah. Well, in this documentary, the town it's like a flying saucer, and there's a shitload of UFO activity down there over the years.
This was 96.
Yeah, and
I like 96.
There's ones forever, but the reason this one's interesting is because there's still witnesses alive that were there, and like so the government, the military comes in and shuts down a town. And if any one of the citizens is trying to walk through, they like fucking put their gun in their fucking face.
You gotta send me the link to that one.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Moment of Contact. I've
probably already seen it.
It was, I mean, it's so interesting too because how big does this thing go? Like
how big does what thing go? The aliens?
Existence. Yeah, like
it's endless.
I wonder about higher vibrations, about higher.
Well, I don't think you have to. I mean, there's no up and there's no down.
Totally.
There's no left. There's no right. There's no north. There's no south. There's no zero. There's no a billion.
You're John Lennon right now. What are you writing? My favorite song right now. This is fucking cool. Wait, let me fawn on you a little bit. Is that not fair? Right. That was good.
I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, it's like there's like there's those things exist in relation to our planet
and our knowledge.
But what's that?
And our limited knowledge. Yeah, but sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's like all. It's everywhere. All of it. Everything is everywhere, right? So we're all. You don't need other dimensions because it's all. I mean, I guess you kind of do. We need them because we're like a little fucking, like you said, we're like a monkey who can only see like 3 colors in the box of 64 colors, right? So yeah, there's that part where you use these substances to
quite literally
see more colors.
Yeah, quite literally. I mean, there's like some shrimp that can see like fucking a billion, 100 times more than us. But like,
or different spectrums, like bats.
Absolutely,
they can see sound basically. They can like.
Yeah, I need to find out if this is true too, because I saw a bee thing the other day on the internet. Probably TikTok, so fucking. I guess you could discredit me right now. Yeah, okay.
Just leave that part out, and it's fact.
Because they were showing these like flight patterns of bees, and they're so small, and their wings are their bodies are huge, but their wings are so goddamn small compared to their body. So that ratio is so strange. But they fly like really straight, like incredibly straight. And so this scientist guy had a theory that like they essentially have like these hollow cavities in their head just like us, and they resonate sound, vibration, and it breaks them free from the basic, the laws of physics and those tiny little wings. That's all they need to get through that, because they're like opening up, kind of like the spaceship, a bubble in front of them through gravity.
Oh,
that's how they're flying.
They're compressing. They're not moving. They're moving space-time around them.
Yeah. Well, so like, yeah, that sound is like creating a little bubble that they're moving through, and like vibration. That's so because like goddamn, the music thing obviously for us is like straight magic.
Have you seen the thing on with the guy with the little whistle? And
No.
it's like a I forget what he calls it. but like it's like
whistle?
a little. What's that? it's, it's like a little tiny rape whistle. It's like kind of the opposite though. Like you're supposed to blow it and it makes you calm, as opposed to lets people know you're being sexually assaulted. Sorry. Yeah, but it's like and so. But have I told you about my howl therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe
So
you should tell people's.
I think we talked about it, but like, so when I was like crying, like I realized like right after like post cancer, and like when I was a single dad and like the kid would go to bed and I'd have like 3 hours to either write or whatever, and I'd watch movies whenever I would watch movies that would make me cry because it's like
Totally
a good
gotta
cry.
feel- gotta
And
get it out.
eventually I realized you didn't have to, like, as soon as I would start crying, I would smile, like you get to that sobbing point where you're just like making a noise, and then you don't have to, it's not a sad thing, it's just an emote, you're just emoting.
Yeah.
And so I would smile through it, like, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, and then I realized there was just kind of this tone, and that's what I would go for. And that's like and it was like, so I realized that after listening to this thing, it's like the octave above dude's little whistle, because I started like just like doing that while I'm driving, like
Oh yeah, trying
calling
to
out
find that note. Yeah.
and then I heard, oh, it's like, so yeah, so it's I don't know what it is. Yeah, the
Well,
whistle. Oh, but so you're talking about resonance,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like yeah. So my theory was that resonance, like, kind of, if it is, like, I don't know if pineal glands really are calcified, but I think resonance like breaks that up. There's my woo woo for the day.
Well, we know that the government's telling us aliens are real.
Right?
We know that the Bible has a bunch of errors and translation mistakes throughout the years. We know that a lot of these ancient stories are connected, and we know that in a lot of them, there's like God fucking things.
God's.
God's fucking things. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reverend Reddit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Lots of deities, lots of fucking different species. Not just the monkeys, sometimes the cows.
This is why I'm so glad to, like, oh my God. I mean, it's exciting time to be alive. Unfortunately, though, it's like,
Dude, yeah, that's where we were talking about the bubble. It's like, it's just like how much more can we take? Like, it's got to pop, right? And then what happens when it pops? Like, it's the next. It's like it's either a resetting.
Are so dumb.
Well, yeah, but like,
And in groups, we're the worst.
yeah, I think that, like, did you see the meteor that just came by like a month
No.
ago, like in between the moon and the Earth
No.
again? Like, oh yeah. Like, there's no getting around that. There's the reset every while, and we're fucking due. But like, these people have been like, they're like Denver, like the airport, like the underground, like the fucking people are smart. Like, whoever has the money, they got trillions of dollars spent either here or somewhere else, but definitely they spent a lot of money digging holes and making places safe, making cities that they can be in for extended periods of time when the next meteor goes.
Dude, that I know you're not going to watch the rest of it, so I'm going to ruin this movie for you. But
Which one?
Don't Look Up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead, do it.
Yeah. Okay. I figured. Yeah. I thought I would be right about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and spoiler alert to everyone, you should watch it if you got the stomach, because it is pretty fucking depressing. So, essentially, at the end, what has happened is corporations took over trying to get the rocket here, and then they started a political campaign because it's going to hit, it's going to kill everything, kill a bunch of stuff, but it's going to bring so many minerals that'll create jobs. So there's a whole like contingency of humans
like
that
this,
are like,
oh, but we
bring
gotta
the
let it
rocket
hit.
here. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
they're like, and until they look up and can see it, and they're like, ah. So as it's hitting, it's the most depressing. Right before it hits, the Jeff Bezos character goes to the president, who's like a female Trump. It's amazing. She's amazing. And they're like talking about society and rules, and he's like, he's essentially explaining that he's a god. He's like, you don't understand. Well, this is like, we're leaving. They have a spaceship. They have a star system they're going to. They're going to repopulate. He's like, my algorithms can predict. We know exactly how you're going to die. You know? And she's like, what? He's like, yeah. And his lackey comes over, you know? She's like,
with the iPad.
Yeah, he's like, you're eaten by a globally gluke. And he's like, we don't even know what that is yet. You know, and then like, so fast forward as the rocket's hitting and like all life is dying on Earth, and it's just showing like bees and rhinoceroses and like kids and like laughter and music. It's just going all these like all the beautiful things that took place on this planet before we let it get fucking totally ruined. You know, it's like that goes down. The spaceship lands on some weird planet later, and like they're all getting out and they're all naked. And that president lady is like, oh my goodness, look at this amazing planet. This is, like, and this weird, like, tall, like, thing walks over to her and she's like, oh my good, look at this amazing. And it just goes, and like just fucking eats her.
Awesome. And that's the end?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we went from Proverbs to fucking aliens. I think that's good.
Okay. I
think we killed it. I think I'm going to try to lead us into that gospel shit next week.
Okay.
All right. So I've been taking a bunch of notes and I'm trying to prepare as much as possible. But now that you have that link, I think we'll probably read from that. So I don't know if it works. I bet it works on the iPad.
We should just read this way.
Yeah,
like
that's horizontally.
No, I mean like just one, like
one line,
all the way across.
You can.
Second line. Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. It's really weird what stories are.
It is really weird that you're doing that.
I know. I'm weird, man. It's a joke. Dude, whatever. I don't know why I read the Bible so much. I try not to, and I can't help it. Like,
you know what it is? It's your security blanket. It's what you grew up with. It's what you've always known.
Probably
what brings you comfort.
Like, rubbing the
Dude, I wish I had a fucking Bible to read. I'm out here on my own, man. I just got to make fun of shit. That's all I have left from being a kid.
That's it. Yeah. Man, you need to smoke that stuff. I'm just as a friend promoting it again.
Yeah, no, I am.
Because of what you just said. Okay, cool. Because I'm interested to hear the
I'm going to film it. I'm going to film it.
Let's say goodbye to the people, and then I'll tell you some more weird stuff.
Okay. Hey, thanks for listening.
Love everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Hot Lana. We love you, Lana.
Bye, Randall.
Bye.